Hey everyone, welcome back to Concrete with the Hosses. I'm Steve, and today you're going to get to learn a little bit more about me and some of the future plans that my wife and I have. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, so today we're going to be stepping back a little bit from the concrete. A little background information about myself. I've been working with my dad for probably the better part of 20 years. I just started going into work with him, when I was a little kid, picking up pins, scraping lumber, cleaning tools, whatever a 7 or a 10-year-old can do. Grew up, just kind of getting used to that sort of work. After high school, branched out a little bit, worked a couple other jobs, and ended up going to college for about 5.5 years, which I decided as I was almost finished with one of my degrees that there was just a ton of people out there that didn't want to do physical work for a living, something that I already knew how to do and enjoyed it. So I made the decision to, I wouldn't say call it quits, but maybe resign from school and go back and focus on working with my dad and, just kind of learning a trade that I had known all my life, just learning it a little bit more. So fast forward, oh boy, I don't know, 8 years, 7 years, and here we are. I recently got married to a wonderful, beautiful woman named Rachel. I tricked her into liking me, so score one for me. But a couple weeks after our wedding, which was about a month ago, we bought some property, and we are planning on building a house. But we got a couple projects in the way first, so that's one of the reasons we're over here today. So this is the lower part of our property. There's a nice little field back there that we own, probably 15 to 20 feet into the tree line. This big field across here, obviously the grass needs cut. That is one of the projects. There's a fence over there that you can't see, but we own to that. And then we own to the very top of this hill plus some. So in total, we have just about 63 acres here, and that is what I wanted personally. I like my privacy, as does my wife. We want to have room for when we have kids that they can kind of, have bonfires with their friends and dirt bike tracks if they want to, and paintball courses, and just, whatever they want to do. We don't want there to be a whole lot of restrictions as long as it's within reason. If it's going to keep them safe for the most part, have at it. You want to build jumps on a dirt bike track, you want to climb trees, or, do pretty much whatever. We want to be able to provide them with an opportunity, as well as build a shop for me for when my dad retires. I just have a feeling that when he retires, he's going to want his shop for himself, and my brother and I are going to need a place to work out of, so we should have plenty of property here to build a shop with a parking lot for machines and trucks and everything. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what we're doing today, and we'll get into it. So I was walking down this driveway, and this access road was here whenever we bought it. The lower part here is not too bad. I'm probably going to end up leaving this alone today. Today's project is starting after all this washout. The driveway kind of turns to crap as we start going up this hill. We start getting a lot of rain ruts, and it gets pretty bad once we get to the top. But you can see all the rain ruts. Just got to clean those up so we can drive up here. So that's That's the driveway coming up the hill to this first bench. It's pretty long. So we'll continue walking up this next driveway, and this one is really bad. This driveway is really bad with the rain ruts. So bad that the couple times I took my pickup truck up, we bottomed out on a couple of the rain ruts. So we're gonna try to clean those up, and I'll explain why. But yeah, right here you can see it's getting bad. So here's one of the really bad ones. This is all washed out, and we got a nice, probably 2 foot wide rain rut going down this driveway right here. Hard to see with all the weeds. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here and we're gonna start at the top, and you can see how right here we kind of have a lot of washout that eroded this side here and kept this side a little bit higher. So we're gonna come in with the bucket and skim it down and just try to flatten it off. Whatever dirt and gravel, almost slipped. Whatever dirt and gravel we pick up from leveling this off, we're just gonna kind of work it downhill, filling in this rain rut that's running along there. We gotta knock this over. This is a nice big bump. I wouldn't mind having a little bump here to help divert any of the rainwater that's going to be coming down this hill that way. Try to help keep this, you know, it's sectioned off a little bit so that we don't have a ton of water rushing down this every time it rains. But ideally, I'd like it a little bit flatter, clean it up, so over the course of the next couple months, we can just kind of slowly start trucking in gravel to just really make this a nice driveway, so that whenever we have campouts or, you know, anything, we can have a nice drive to the top, not having to click it in 4-wheel drive and, you know, add wear and tear to the vehicles. So yeah, I said it once, I'll say it again. Let's get to work. Plugging away for a little bit, and this is actually coming together a lot faster than I thought it was going to. As you just saw over the time lapse, we just kind of started at the top and slowly, little bits at a time, just kind of shaved some of this dirt down, little bit at a time. You don't want to try to do it too much too fast, especially using a skid loader like this. Because once you get weight in that bucket, especially going downhill, your bucket's really going to start to dig in, and when you go to correct it, you'll pull up, and then you just have a real wavy driveway. So you just kind of skim it a little bit at a time, shaving it down. Now the reason why I said a skid loader is because we have skid loaders and excavators. Those are the two primary machines we use on our job sites. We try to stick to the CAT family. The controls are really nice, and they're one of our favorite machines to run. However, I did contemplate renting a D5 dozer, and that is just a big push blade, and you really don't dig with it, you basically just cut. Meaning that thing is like a tank. It'll just go and go and go, and you just lower the blade and it'll go and flatten off pretty much whatever you run over. It's pretty nice, but you know, we have skid loaders. It might take me a little bit longer, but it'll save me a lot of money just using this. So anyways, we just kind of shaved down a lot of the high spots, dug into the grass a little bit to widen this road out a little bit more, and still got a little bit more work to do. Like, we still got, you know, not as bad of a rain rut over here, Again, we're trying to keep this knoll and this bump, just make it a little bit more forgiving. That way, as we get heavy rain and the rainwater comes down this hill, we want it to hit and then go that way off the driveway, so you don't get a whole lot of water running down the driveway, picking up dirt, picking up rocks, moving everything. That's when you start to get into some problems. So definitely not done, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and get this section up here finished up, so then we can move on to this section down here. As you can see, we kind of have the same thing going on, just a real big nasty rain rut going right across there. But yeah, I would say this part was the worst of it, so we'll go ahead and get this finished up. All right, guys, so about an hour and a half into machine work, we have probably half of the top hill all fixed up. So after working this hillside down and flatten off all those rain ruts, I decided this was a pretty long stretch and to go ahead and add another knoll coming across here for rainwater. Just getting a little rutted up this side of the driveway, just again from all the rain, so we're just gonna go ahead and add in a little knoll. So when my wife and I do decide to start building, like I said before, we own all the way back to the very back side of this little field down here, plus some. So we want to put our house somewhere back here in this nice little bump out. It's going to help keep us private from the road. Even though it's a dead-end road, we're not going to have much traffic. It's going to help keep our house private. It's going to help block out any road noise. But yeah, that's the plan for the house. All right, guys, that's about it. Thank you to our trusty Caterpillar D49 D3. This thing, this thing made quick work of this driveway. I thought I was going to be here pretty much all day, but I think I got here right around 8:30 or 9 o'clock this morning. Maybe a little later, I'm not too sure. I thought for sure I was going to be here all day doing this. But it is about 12:30, and yeah, I mean it's all flattened off. It's going to be a lot nicer driving up here in my truck. It's not perfect, but like I had said earlier, basically the goal for today was just to get the driveway all flattened off and ready for some gravel. Now that's going to be a pretty slow process because I'm probably guessing I'm going to need anywhere from 12 to 15 triaxle loads of gravel. 2B limestone is what I would like to use on this. Maybe number 3s, we'll see. But it's going to take a lot. and I don't feel like breaking the bank trying to get that all done right now. So get a truck here and there delivered up here. So yeah, there's that first hill. And as you can see, it's a good hill. You get a workout on that one. And then here's the second hill. Oh, yeah, I forgot. About halfway down this hill, right about there, I did put in another knoll because there wasn't one there, and that was a pretty big hill to have a lot of rainwater walking down. So we put another knoll in there to divert half of the water off. There's a hillside over there, so it'll go off that way, and hopefully that'll help with any future rain rutting. So yeah, like I said, we'll get some, now that I think about it, probably some number 3s in here first, and then top them with 2B limestone. That way it all compacts together real nice as we drive on it up and down. But yeah, here's the second hill. It's gonna go up to the gun ranges whenever I get those put in the next couple weeks. And oh yeah, this is way nicer. I'm not walking all the way up there. That's a far hike. So thanks, as my dad always says, thanks for tuning in. If you like what you saw, click that like and subscribe button. And I think I heard him say, tell 10 of your friends. So have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. We'll see you next time.